Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 sucks. Or does it? Because after the newest trailer and gameplay reveal, the entire community suddenly switched up on this game almost overnight. One day everyone was calling it the next big Dragon Ball game, and the very next day, people were saying it looks terrible, that it plays like breakers, that the new mechanics ruined Xenoverse, and that Bandai completely missed the point. But after looking through all of these criticisms, I honestly think people are massively overreacting. A lot of the criticism either comes from misunderstandings, or people judging an unfinished game after watching just a couple minutes of gameplay. So let's break this down one criticism at a time. The biggest complaint by far, Soul Switch. I understand why people hate it. The entire appeal of Xenoverse has always been your custom character. So when people saw a mechanic that temporarily transforms you into cast characters, they immediately thought, what's the point of making my own character? And that's a fair first impression. But here's the thing, Soul Switch is completely optional. It's an awoken skill. If you don't like it, don't use it. Soul Switch isn't replacing transformations, it's just another option. Calling the entire game trash over one optional mechanic is a little ridiculous. And honestly, soul-based mechanics aren't even new to Xenoverse. In the final battles of both Xenoverse 1 and 2, the souls of the Dragon Ball cast appear beside your character and help you fight. Xenoverse 3 might just be expanding that concept into an actual gameplay system, so I'm willing to wait and see before judging it. Next, the cooldown system. A lot of people hate that skills now have cooldowns, but honestly, doesn't that make the game more balanced? One of the biggest problems in Xenoverse 2 was move spam. Players could abuse the same attack over and over with nothing stopping them. Cooldowns solve that immediately. Instead of asking yourself, can I use this move? You're now asking, should I use this move right now, or save it? That's a much more interesting decision, and it's something Xenoverse has honestly needed for a long time. Then there's the stamina overhaul. Bandai is merging ki and stamina into one unified resource system. Getting hit, using burst mechanics, taking special attacks all affect it, while charging helps recover it. It reminds me of Kakarot's focus mechanic, where resource management matters just as much as attacking. I actually like that idea. Fights become less about charging in the corner and more about managing your resources throughout the battle. My only real complaint here is the bar placement. Why is it sitting in the middle of the screen? It's distracting and belongs under the health bar. That's an easy fix though. The mechanic itself people are way too early to judge. Now the comparisons to Breakers, Battle of Z, and Kakarot. I genuinely don't understand where this is coming from. Kakarot? Visually, sure, I can see some inspiration. Cleaner lighting, more detailed environments, smoother camera. But gameplay? Not even close. The Breakers? Come on, that's an asymmetrical survival game. Xenoverse is an arena action RPG. Sharing a few visual effects doesn't make them the same game. Battle of Z? I actually went back and watched gameplay specifically because of this comparison, and the only similarity I noticed was the UI style. That's it. Xenoverse 3 still looks like Xenoverse at its core. Flying, combos, supers, ultimates, transformations, just modernized. And I think what's making people uncomfortable is that for the first time in a decade, Bandai is actually changing the formula. If Xenoverse 3 played exactly like Xenoverse 2, people would call Bandai lazy. Now they're changing things, and people are upset. It isn't exactly like Xenoverse 2. They were never going to win that argument. Part of this is also the Sparking Zero effect. The hype before that game was insane, then launch day hit, and reality set in. Now, the community has swung to the complete opposite extreme, and immediately assumes the worst about every new Dragon Ball game. Being cautious is fine, but writing off an unfinished game after a few minutes of early footage is going too far. Another concern I've seen is that people are worried we won't have many playable Dragon Ball characters because the focus seems to be on custom characters. I don't think that's something anyone needs to worry about. We're definitely getting the main cast characters. All of those are basically guaranteed. The only difference is, I don't think we'll have as many characters at launch as Xenoverse 2 currently has. And honestly, that makes complete sense. Xenoverse 2 has almost 10 years of DLC behind it. Bandai is rebuilding from the ground up on a completely new engine, which means every character needs updated models, animations, effects, and mechanics. Everything has to be rebuilt. So if the launch roster is a little smaller, I'm okay with that. I'd rather have fewer polished characters than hundreds of rushed ones. And knowing Bandai, they're not going to stop supporting this game after launch. Now, for my actual criticisms. The UI is my biggest complaint. It feels messy, generic, and honestly doesn't feel like Dragon Ball at all. If you drop this interface into another anime game, nobody would notice. Dragon Ball has always had a recognizable visual identity, and this doesn't capture it. Hopefully Bandai cleans it up before launch because it would make the whole game feel much better. My second criticism, the transformation timer. If transformations really do have a time limit like Soul Switch, that's a big problem. One of the best feelings in Xenoverse 2 is transforming and staying powered up as long as you want. It feels rewarding. A timer takes that away, and we already tried time transformations in Xenoverse 1. Most players hated it. This is the one thing I really hope Bandai removes before launch. Outside of those complaints though, I'm genuinely excited. The apartment customization, the new hub world, the more cinematic camera. It all feels more alive and immersive than anything we had in Content City. And yes, some character models still need polish, but this game isn't coming out tomorrow. It's still in active development, and Bandai has plenty of time to improve things. Monthly reveals are already starting, so we're going to keep getting new information leading up to release. And that's the most exciting part. No official release date yet, but my prediction is early 2027. February, March, maybe April. The marketing pace feels very similar to Sparking Zero. That's just my prediction though, nothing confirmed. Let's stop acting like Xenoverse 3 is already a failure. Criticize it, give Bandai feedback, tell them what needs fixing, absolutely. But we haven't seen the full combat, proper 1v1 gameplay, high-level players, all the transformations, all the races, or the full story. We've barely scratched the surface. So yes, there are valid criticisms, but let the game cook, it's still in the oven. It's the end of the month, so you know what time it is. Community Spotlight. First up, Brandon Art actually recreated my avatar, which was originally made by Spinnick. And bro, he cooks so hard, I love it. The second one is from Julio Dim, who made this amazing manga art. I love it a lot. Keep cooking, bro. Next is Bowser Jax, who made this Goku from Namek, and it's amazing. He cooked hard. After that, we've got Joe, who made this Tournament of Power finale art, and it's straight up peak. Amazing, bro, keep cooking. And the last one is from Rip Shadow Mine, who drew UI Goku blindly. And wow, that's a talent. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's about it. Like the video, subscribe, we're trying to reach 25k, and drop your biggest Xenoverse 3 criticism in the comments. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Until next time, take care and see ya.
This is goodbye. I had a fun life. Thanks to you.